Hey Nomies, it's me Nesha and I'm coming to you with a chit chat. And this is my first chit chat and I'm super excited. I done set the camera stand up, got the lighting set up, in my DVD and I wanted to be able to just sit down. I got some Gatorade. And I want to just talk. Okay. Um, so as you can already see from the title, you can already see what it's about, I think, depending on what I made the title. But okay, so this chit chat, if I'm not looking here like I should be, sorry, I'm trying. Okay, but so what this chit chat is about is basically sweeping stuff under the rug. And it's a huge pet peeve of mine. And I told you guys with this chit chat, these chit chats are basically just going to be like talks. And I'm going to be 100% honest about how I feel. And in these chit chats, y'all can send me questions for my opinion or what I think about stuff or subjects. Leave them down below. Email them to me. Message them to me. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I check all those messages. But okay, so sweeping stuff under the rug. I hate when people sweep stuff under the rug. Like, I feel like in any relationship, whether it be a mother child relationship, like, or father child relationship, parent child relationship, I should say, a marriage, sibling relationship, friendship, I think that it's really immature to sweep stuff under the rug. Like, if something happens, it is a huge pet peeve of mine. I hate when something happened and people try to act like it didn't happen. And then they're like, oh my God, hi, and all fake and phony. Like, didn't we just have a situation? And you acting and hee hee gee gee gee, all giggle, crackle, like, ain't nothing happened. No, like, and I guess you can say maybe I hold grudges a little bit. I mean, my husband Arthur would definitely say that. And you know what? I feel like I do hold grudges a little bit, but I also feel like I'm smart because once you show me your true colors, I believe you. I'm not going to be like, oh, they didn't mean it. If something is clearly an accident, it's clearly an accident. But if somebody does something and it's intentional and you bring the situation to their attention and they still ignore it and don't address it and act like it didn't happen, then I feel like I'm going to talk like I'm talking about me. I feel like I'm stupid if I keep carrying on in a relationship or friendship or whatever like that thing didn't happen. I'm not saying that you have to end that relationship or that friendship because a situation happened, because it's life. Things happen. But I feel like you need to go forward knowing, okay, this person does this. Yeah, I'm not going to trust them with this. That person does this. I'm not going to trust them with this. This person do that. Yeah, I don't want that around me. Like, you need to know. Like, and I learned that the hard way because I was like, oh my God, everybody has the same intentions as me. Butterflies and unicorns and cotton candy. The world is just lovely. Like, and I got hurt a lot by, to be honest, I got hurt more by family than anything else. And when I say family, I'm talking about like blood family. Like, blood family. Like, I got hurt by them the most. Those are the ones that really do you in. And everybody knows that. And that's why if anybody knows me personally, they know that Nesha, Arthur, Leah, and AJ, this is our house. This is our little house. We live over here in our house. We mind our business. We deal with who we deal with. You ain't got to be blood for us to deal with you. And just like in because you are blood, we don't not deal with you because of bad experiences. But once we basically live a certain lifestyle, and we're not going to force you to live that same lifestyle as us, but we're not going to let you make us live your lifestyle or change how we are. So if you don't fit in our puzzle, then we we don't mess with you. I'm sorry. Like, we get called stuck up, bougie. We think we better than everybody in the family, holier than thou, all that stuff, whatever. Call me all of that. Like, I really don't care. Like, I'll be all that stuck up, bougie, holier than thou, all that right over here at my address, minding my own business with my family. So, yeah, that's a whole nother chit chat, y'all, but a little small rant. But, yeah, like, I feel like if you're a mature adult, if something happens, you need to discuss it. Like, simple as that. And it's funny because this weekend I was out to the movies with my friend Nakia, and I was talking to her about a situation, getting her opinion, and I kind of was venting, but I was getting her opinion, and I was like, I feel like we need to talk. Not me and her, but the people in that situation, or person in that situation. I feel like we need to have a sit down and talk instead of just acting like nothing happened. I'm not the type of person to act like nothing happened, but the people in these situations are. And I'm like, I feel like we need to sit down at a Starbucks, Dunkin' Donut, wherever you want, and have a chit chat. Like, let's talk about it. Let's talk it out. You tell me your feelings, I tell you my feelings, and we meet in the middle. We don't have to agree, but we can agree to disagree. But I feel like the mature thing to do is to express how we feel. And I feel like in the black community, like, it's like frowned upon expressing your feelings. I don't know. Maybe this is just my family, cause like in my household, how I grew up, we didn't express our feelings a lot. Like, and I didn't like that. I mean, if my mom or dad watch this, I'm grown now. Like, I will tell them that I've told my mom, like, we didn't talk about such and such. Like, that's how I feel. Like, we didn't express ourselves a lot as kids in my household. Like, my parents didn't say, how did you feel about that? Or this and this and that. It's just like, this is this, this is that, and that's it. Deal with it. Like, and I'm not saying like children should have a say-so in things, but you should let them express how they feel because they're human and they have feelings and emotions. And if you don't teach them how to deal with feelings and emotions, then they grow up being crazy adults not knowing how to express their feelings and emotions. So that's probably why expressing myself and talking things out is really big, because I didn't do it as a kid. So we definitely do it with our kids. Like, when we have things that are about to change in our life, we sit the kids down and we talk with them. We have family meetings and we say, listen, this is that, blah 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 blah. What do you guys think about it? I mean, our kids know mommy and daddy have the final say. But we let them know also that we do take in consideration what you think and how you feel, but we have to make what we think are the best decisions because God made us the parents, not you. And, we go from there. But we sit down and we talk. Like, little things, small things, little things like big things like when Arthur decided to change departments, we sat them down and talked to them about that. When we decided to move a family member in and try to help them, we sat them down and talked to them about that. When that family member got kicked out, we sat them down and talked to them about that. When they were picked on and bullied by their own family members, same blood, we sat them down and talked to them about that. If me and Arthur have a huge argument, we don't include the kids in our arguments, but kids ain't stupid. They know when you arguing. We sit them down and we talk to them about that. We tell them, like, listen, you and AJ, you're really close, right? And they say, yeah. You get mad at AJ sometimes, right? Yeah. You get mad at Leah sometimes, right? Yeah. You have arguments, right? Yeah. You make up and you're friends again, right? Yeah. And we tell them, well, mommy and daddy had that too. It's normal to argue and fight in relationships. I mean, so we basically are teaching our kids now that you need to talk things out. Sweeping things under the rug is not okay, people. Like, it really, 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 really bothers me. And I don't understand why, if something happened, you would want to act like it didn't happen. I don't understand that. Like, even if it didn't affect you, if somebody that you supposedly love and care about comes to you and tells you A, B, and C bothers me, or this and this is happening, obviously it's bothering that person enough for them to say something about it. If it wasn't that big, then they wouldn't say something about it. So if you really cared about that person, in my opinion, if you really cared about that person, or you wanted to be a better person, you would sit down and talk it out, hash it out. And it doesn't mean like we have to hold hands and sing kumbaya. I mean, have a respectable grown-up conversation, like, and just say like, hey, this is the issue, this is how I feel about the issue, and let them, and they say how they feel about the issue. Y'all can come to a middle ground, or y'all can walk away and be like, I don't agree with that, whatever we talked about. And the thing is, once you talk about it, even if you don't agree, you don't keep talking about it. You don't keep talking about it. You just say, okay, we talked about it, we don't agree, let's leave it at that. I mean, but it's a lot of people that's not mature enough to do that. So, y'all let me know, what do y'all think about sweeping stuff under the rug? I hate it. Me and Arthur never, ever, ever, ever do it. Like, we never do it in our marriage. Like, that is one thing. And that's probably another reason, like, I do it because of my family, my household where I grew up. This girl, nobody apologized, nobody, I mean, I'm not trying to make my parents look bad or anything, I'm just telling you how I grew up. Of course, me and my siblings have to apologize, like if we hit each other or hurt each other, but if some serious stuff happened, nobody would sit down and be like, listen, I'm sorry, listen, this and that. We didn't talk a lot, and I feel like that's a lot of problems in the black community that needs to stop. Like the stupid stuff in black communities. Oh, if you go to counseling, you crazy. What? You crazy if you got a problem and you don't go to counseling or try to figure it out. Like, but y'all, and so that's another reason, that's something that's really big to me and Arthur. We apologize if we have arguments, we talk about it, we let each other know how we feel, but we never sweep things under the rug. I have siblings that sweep things under the rug. Parents sweep things under the rug. Aunts and uncles that sweep things under the rug. Friends that sweep things under the rug. And when I say sweep things under the rug, I take the aunts and uncles out. Well, you can leave them in there too. When I say sweep things under the rug, I mean I have personally came to you and told you that you've done something to me, or something that offended me, or something that I think is an issue in our relationship, and you just blow it off and act like it didn't happen. Like, that's not okay. So let me know what y'all think. Do you sweep things under the rug? If you do sweep things under the rug, why do you sweep things under the rug? And if you don't sweep things under the rug, why don't you? And did you have chit chats and talks in your family as a kid? Do you have them now with your kids? And did you apologize a lot when you were a kid? I mean, how I grew up is totally different than how I'm raising my kids. So let me know. Alright, y'all. Hopefully I didn't offend too many people, but if I did, that's life. And this is my channel. That's why it's called Nesha's Life. This is Nomieville. This is Nomietown. And I basically can talk about what I want on my channel. If you don't like it, then please, please leave. Please do. Because if I just had myself watching these videos back, I would still post the same thing. So, that's it, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next Chit Chat. Bye.